So I think at this point we're going to move into the main focus of our meeting today, which is to recognize those sponsors of our annual Duck Dash meeting. So we're about 5 months out from the Duck Dash, or 7 months out from the next Duck Dash, depending on which way you want to look at it. So this is the last official act for the last Duck Dash. So I'm going to invite two of our members up, Ken Anderson and Burl Ketchum, who are going to lead this exercise today. I'm not going to say a lot more about them because...
You want me now?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard Burl, he's kind of like, you want me now? They're well rehearsed, I want to assure you.
First of all, I have to say we have not rehearsed this program whatsoever. So if it doesn't go all that smoothly, I apologize. It's probably my fault. But as most of our members know, our Duck Dash is our big fundraiser of each year. And a part of that is the sponsorship support we get from members of our own club members and people in the community. It allows us to use every bit of money that we make with the Duck Dash to go to community service projects. We don't have to use any of that money to buy prizes or find other ways to support the Duck Dash. So our sponsors are extremely important to us. So today we want to recognize them. I know there will be many of our sponsors who are not here, but those that are, we will recognize. We have some little items to give to those people, and those who are not here, we will get those mailed out to them or get it to them in some fashion or another. Find the right button to push. I guess maybe we've kind of covered this. You know, the Duck Dash is a big community event. It's become very popular throughout the area. It generates funds to be used for charitable works of Lacey Rotary, and we have a lot of those. And I'm not sure about this one, but John tells me that it's recognized as a top community event in the local area. That could very well be. I'm not going to dispute John because he's our president.
Jeez, I wish I had that much power.
And he says that even the Tumwater Chamber touts the Duck Dash. For those of you that have not attended, we do this on the Deschutes River, and we dump 12,000 rubber ducks into the river. They make their way down the river to a collection point, and the first duck into the little chute gets the first prize, and so forth until all the prizes are awarded. And I have never quite figured out yet why it is that everyone runs down the walkways on both sides looking at the ducks. Now, I'm pretty sure they can't determine which one is their duck, but it does generate a lot of enthusiasm. People will run down there and get pretty excited about seeing these ducks go down the river. And then, of course, the big issue after that is trying to retrieve all these ducks when the race is over. That takes a great deal of work, and we get a lot of support from Kim Malcolm and Trout Unlimited, and it's a difficult project just getting all those things picked up, and many times we miss some that float out into the lake and are never retrieved. And then we have a kids area where we have a lot of different activities for the kids to participate in. We also give away, I don't know, what's the number? Does anyone know how many bikes we gave away this year? 14. So that's always a popular one, especially for those kids who happen to win a bicycle. But we get a lot of attention to that area, and it's a great deal of fun for all those kids. And here you see a little slide thing that attracts a lot of attention as well. We've been very fortunate. You can see here kind of blue skies and sunny. We've been very fortunate in the last several years that it's been very nice on our Duck Dash day. So we're hoping we can continue that relationship with the weatherman and that we don't encounter rain, but I'm sure it's inevitable at some point. And then we also have a lot of local talent, musical talent, that comes out and entertains people who are attending, and we do bring a lot of parents, of course, in with those young people because they come to watch and listen, and they often also buy tickets while they're in attendance. So it's a very enjoyable and important part of the whole day. So here you see what we have in the way of sponsorship levels. Our highest level is the diamond level. That's a $5,000 donation. Then the platinum, $2,500 to $499, and I'm not going to read through all of them, but you can see how it goes. So we have the supporter level, the bronze level, the silver, the gold, the platinum, and the diamond. So we will be calling those people up, starting from the bottom and working our way up to the top here in just a few minutes. And we have, for everyone above that, we have a certificate. Those people who are at the supporter level, we have a letter from our president to award to you. But we want to make sure that everyone who did sponsor us in some fashion gets recognized today, because you're crucial to our success. So with that, I think we will, I think I already mentioned this. We had 79 different sponsors this year, and we raised over $50,000 through sponsorships to pay our expenses. So that's a credit to all of you who got a sponsor or were a sponsor. We are most thankful for the support you've given us. So John, do you want to come on up now and we'll get this process started? We're first going to start with the supporters, and first one I have is a Steve's Truck Mounted Steam Cleaning. I just found out today from Burl that Steve has passed away, so he will not be here to receive his letter, but we will see that his widow gets it. Bill McGregor. Ken? Slide. Capital Travel, Global Express, Irene. Capital City Golf. I don't think they're...
Steve was not able to be here, but he wanted me to express his appreciation for the invitation.
Okay, thank you, Mary. Christy and John Masterson, shake hands with yourself. Courtesy Auto Service. I don't believe there's anyone here from Courtesy Auto. Dave Spangler, also not here. Dennis Curry. I think Dennis is here somewhere. I saw him earlier.
He left early.
Okay. Dirty Dave's Pizza. You'll receive that?
Thanks, sir.
Greg and Ann Cuyo, you already know that Greg is not here. Jim and Jan Spade. Joseph Roberts Salon and Massage. I don't think they're represented here. Ken Anderson and I passed on a letter. Lowe's Home Improvement.
He wrote it. He wrote it. They're not here.
Mary Sagawa. Office Depot. No. Quinault Beach Resort. I don't believe anyone is here. And Irene Emmons Perez again. This was a personal one that you did. You did two separate ones. South Sound Audiology. Julie? Spring Green. And finally, Tumwater Chiropractic. Kelly? Okay, these are the bronze level. And John said these are all in alphabetical order. I don't know that this is in alphabetical order, but we'll give it a shot. Alf Law Office, I know that they were not able to be here. Behavioral Health Resources.
Lori Tebow.
Ben and Lori Kirshner.
Good job.
Comstock Physical Therapy. Come on, Phil, you can.
On behalf.
You can.
You're part owner.
Dan and Mary Weiss.
You get delegated to get up down stand. Yeah.
Falls Terrace. You want to get that one too, Irene?
Yep.
Gonna have to get a truck. First Citizens Bank. George Carl Estate. I know that Art, you usually do something on that, so why don't we just take it back to Art? Those of you that don't know, George Carl was a member of our club for years and years and years and passed away here several years ago, and Art always arranges to have a collector's watch offered as one of our prizes. Jim Durham. Jim didn't even recognize earlier when I talked to him that he donated anything.
That's what you get for leaving. It was a fake check.
Oh, is that right?
On auto pay. Yeah.
Morgan Stanley, Mike Marone. O'Blarney's. Evidently not here. I think his son's name is Mike. I talked to him on the phone, but he said he would try to make it, but evidently could not. Redline Hotels. Sound Prosthetics. The Olive Garden. Tower LTD, Pearl. Now, if you open this up and you find that it's really not your name on it, bring it up and maybe we'll get the right one to you. Okay, our next level is the silver level. B&B Sign Company. Anyone here? DeTrey's Family Enterprises. Well, it sounded like it was going to go off smoothly. Yeah. Well, I know there should be one there because I just picked it up today.
I'll hand deliver that. Okay. Thanks, Dale.
Yeah, thank you. I know it's here somewhere. We'll find it. Fast Signs of Lacey.
Grace can.
Kaufman Construction. Those of you that aren't aware, Marv always provides the crane that lifts the box up so we can dump the ducks in the river, and that's obviously a very important part of the whole duck dash, because without that, we'd be throwing them one at a time. LeMay. LeMay offers us, Bill, they discount their use of a dumpster for us. Yeah. Blue Rents. One here, okay. McKinney's Appliance. I know that they got back to me and said they would not be able to attend, but they've been a sponsor now for several years. Olympia Federal Savings and Loan. You're going to do it? All right.
Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Gary.
Phillips Burgess, PLLC. Heather. Remax Parkside, they allow us to use their parking lot there for overflow parking, particularly for handicap parking. So that's an in-kind contribution. River Guide Service, Kim Malcolm. I thought I saw Kim earlier, was he not?
Stevie's up.
Rod Running Trust, Stevie. You mentioned earlier, Stevie is an honorary member of our club, and Rod, her husband, was the main reason I joined this club, because we're neighbors, and he saw me out working in the yard one day and asked me if I would be interested in becoming a Rotarian. I had been a Rotarian before, and since that time, I have benefited from being in this club and making so many friends here. So I thank Rod and I thank Stevie for her support. Sure Clean Car Washes, Andy? Not here? South Bay Auto, I think we do have. Thank you. Sunset Air. Pete?
Get low.
Damn right.
Hang on a second, I may have stuck it in the file. Well, no, this is the trace.
Oh, you found that one.
You get on her twice.
Like I said, we didn't rehearse this, so may have a few glitches here and again.
You're doing great.
Doing good.
Need some kind of music.
That's right, what you did with the form, that was great.
Thank you very much, Pete. And Zittles Marina. Art, I know you usually get that one for us. I did call and talk with them. They said they didn't think they'd be able to make it, but gave them our appreciation. We'll get the certificate out to them. So that's the group of sponsors in the silver category. Next is our gold sponsors. First one, Celebrations. Celebrations gives us a fairly substantial discount on tents and...
I'll take it, he's my neighbor.
When we find it. Which is now.
Doors Unlimited. I think this year they donated an entry door. I think Dave Apty was responsible for getting that one. Duan and Bruce. You know, their house is up for sale, and so that's going to create a fairly substantial issue for us to resolve, because Bruce and Dewan have always offered their shop as a place for us to number the ducks and to dry the ducks, and it's we're going to have to find a solution to that problem in the future. But both of you, we appreciate everything that you've done over the years to help us with that duck dash. Evergreen Direct Credit Union. Okay. Alan gets that one there for us every year.
Thank you, Alan.
Flying Colors Painting.
Less than a year.
Haven't seen him here today. He's always very supportive as well. Heritage Bank. Scott and Elise, both representing Heritage Bank. L&E Bottling.
Over here, not desserts.
I guess as an aside, I have to mention that L&E Bottling has a family relationship to me because the E in L&E was my aunt Ellen, and they started out in Chehalis with an ice cream shop and a bottling plant, and so I spent hours sorting bottles when I was a young man, and so it's always good to see them help us out with the Duck Dash. Lucky Eagle Casino, I don't believe they sent anyone this year. They have been one of our best sponsors too. They continually do it every year, so it's we'll see that they get their certificate. Mullinax Ford.
There you go. Thank you, girl.
And Music 6000.
I'll take that to Johnny.
They provide all the sound equipment for us when we have the various bands there. So it's a great benefit to us. And I see it's listed twice on my sheet, but only once up there. That's good. Olympia Trout Unlimited. Again, they are the ones who help us get those ducks picked up each year. That's a big job. Olympia Tumwater Foundation. Bill, you want to say a few words about that?
Yeah, that's the actual park, and they give us a significant discount on the use of the park for actually 2 days. 1 day to set up and 1 day for the actual event and then tear down. So quite a significant savings that we would have to put out if we were to rent that place at the rates that they do. So.
Thank you. Olympic Ambulance.
Present it for them.
Okay.
Great. Thanks, friend.
Also, a little personal aside there, Olympic Ambulance is sort of, I guess, not related to me, but Bill Littlejohn, who owns Olympic Ambulance, was in the Rotary Club I was in up in Swim. So a few years ago, I decided to call him and see if he would be willing to help out, and he made a nice donation, and now he's been pretty steady through it, Olympic Ambulance here, and giving us a nice donation each year. Quick Cash.
Print Northwest.
Did I miss one?
Yes,
Oh, Print Northwest. I'm sorry. Anyone here from Print Northwest?
I'll take this to Bob Katie.
Quick Cash has been a good support of ours for a couple of years now, and they usually come down, and we offer for some of our supporters at this level and above the opportunity to come in and set up a table or something, and they've done that for I think the last 2 years. Roof Doctor.
Thank you very much. Tell Kim thank you.
Thank you. Is he enjoying his
Thank you
ride?
so much. South Sound Bank. No one here? Okay. Sunrise Landscaping. I know that's one that Matt usually contacts. But
Unable to make it.
okay. Again, a very good supporter of ours. Timberland Bank. Twin Star Credit Union. I know I heard back from them that they would not be able to make it. So those are our gold sponsors. And we appreciate each and every one of you. And Platinum. Edward Jones. Ken Vilkowski. Thank you. The Platinum are donors 2,500 and up to 4,999, so just under 5,000. Clues Jewelers. Matt's store always offers us a very nice piece of jewelry as one of our prizes, and it's greatly appreciated. I don't believe anyone is here from Kohl's. Roxy Radio. Mike, I guess you can. And the Olympian. And finally, the diamond level, that's 5,000 and above. We had a special certificate made up because that foundation through Stan Hill has been a big time contributor to our sponsorship for many years now. Ken, do you know how long it's been?
Oh, gosh, more than 5 years, I know that. I lost track.
And every year it seems like it's 5,000. I mean, he and the foundation are major contributors, so we'll see that Stan gets his certificate. So those are, I don't know whether you've got anything here on it. I guess just a thank you. Again, to all of our sponsors, members and non-members, we so much appreciate everything that you do to make our Duck Dash a success. It's goes without saying that it would be nearly impossible without the support we get from all of our sponsors. So, yeah, Pete.
You know, I had a question about the park. I read somewhere recently that the park, Tumwater Falls Park, was being sold to the Washington State Game Department for a fish hatchery, and that the park would be closed. Is that?
I don't know that for sure, but I saw the same thing, and here again, I think as we move ahead with the Duck Dash, there are several issues we're going to have to think about in terms of, if that's not available to us, where do we go? How do we get it done? It's going to be a challenge, but we're relatively intelligent. We can probably figure something out.
The real shame for us, I'll tell you what a real shame is that park is a tremendous amount of use by the community of Tumwater. It's a shame not to have that park.
Well, with that, I will get out of the way again. Thank you so much, and look forward to, in about 2 weeks, we get to start again with thinking about sponsorships for Duck Dash. You don't get much of a break. Thank you.
Just a couple of quick comments. I didn't want to gloss over this slide too much because what the Duck Dash does, all the sponsorships allow us to use all of the ticket sales, which in the last few years have been as high as $60,000, but always above $50,000 a year, and those monies then go to support projects that we do, and this is just a sampling of what those projects went for in the last year. Both local and international. About 80% of it goes back into local community projects, and about 20% can go overseas to a variety of things. So it's a very important project to this community, and I want to say thank you to sponsors for allowing all of that money to go by virtue of your gifts. So Ken and Burl, we always have our speakers, and I'll have you today sign a book that we'll donate to the South Sound Reading Foundation in your name. And the book I picked is Amos and Boris, and you two can figure out who's who.
Go ahead and sign it.
Go ahead, Amos.